This bout.
What a pleasure to... Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That counter shot lands. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And apparently no rest, and he is forcing him to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. That hook was off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No secret who has the... And there's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Can they figure out the combination to this cinch?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
Todd, I was a fighter that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles the fighter.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, and finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. It's not over till it... And there's the bell for round three. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. That left uppercut doesn't score. These two were made for each other. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? He misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round,
Feel good?
on to the fourth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
It's bombs away. Catch and shoot. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Ali in that last round.
Look at that chap's.
On to the fifth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the score.
It was a comfortable fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They exchange punches. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not. Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get second in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Well done with that counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell
Switched
was...
off what you're doing.
And we enter the 8th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. How about that time counter shot? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue.
Come on, just switch it off.
There's the bell to start round 9. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. And he scores with the counter. And he misses with that jab. So much for boxing. Oh, no! Ali is down! Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument